Hey guys, I don't usually come on here and rant at all. You might think my YouTube videos are rants. You're wrong. I'm trying to share God's love. I'm trying to share stories. I'm trying to share stories that help others. Really, that's my goal. I want to share stories that someone hears and they go, "Oh, someone else lived through that." That's my whole goal here. But right now, I'm kind of in rant mode. I don't know why. So, I'm getting dressed out of the shower, and I start listening to what my wife claims is a talk right radio addiction. Sorry, I can't figure out what camera angle is best. And again, folks, this YouTube or podcast, whatever you call it, podcast, I love that. Oh, that's a great title. I just thought of that. Podcast title. That's great. Anyway, I don't know what it's called, but my wife claims that it is a right-wing talk radio addiction. Guys, as I've shared with you before many a time, there's my dog. Congratulations. You want to watch her bark? Well, again, raw video. I don't edit. I don't know how. There she is. Oh, my goodness. Look at her go. Someone's walking up and down my street, and my dog is freaking out. She's freaking. She thinks somebody's gonna invade me. Oh, no. Get him. Get him, doggy. Get him. Okay, guys. I don't believe myself as a right-wing talk video addict. I do view myself as a conservative. Typically a Christian conservative. So here's the deal. Here's why the video's getting made. Here's why I'm ranting. I want to tell you why I'm ranting. I get out of the shower, I'm putting on my clothes, and I'm listening to Michael Savage. I'm listening to the weekend review of Michael Savage. Michael, Mr. Savage, with all due respect, I love you. But as I put my, little mustache hair in my mouth, excuse me if you will. You know, when I shoot at this camera angle, my elbow relaxes on my shelf or my couch. What's it called? Arm. It's called an arm. Can't figure out which way to tilt my head today. And when I relax that arm onto my couch arm, it feels like a much better angle to me because, well, I'm not having to hold up my phone in raw, organic, non-edited. Why? Because I don't know how. Video. So anyway, here's the deal. I am a part of the radical middle. Yeah, I didn't quite understand that. My wife started explaining it to me. She's an amazing person. She can understand and think about and tell me about anything. Really, anything. And I'm okay with that. Right there, I was testing my jaw. Because, see, if I move my jaw to my right on camera, I would realize and learn where my eyes should go. Because if I move my eyes the same as my jaw, then you know to go that way. This is your acting lesson of the guys. Oh. I swear. This is your acting lesson of the day. So if I move my eyes to the left I know personally as a actor in a film, which this is, right? I might be famous. If I move my eyes to the left, then I know that my jaw's moving to the left. Anyway, guys, also if I tilt my head, then it appears that I am a little more set for portrait mode than if I tilt my head in the same angle as my body. Now this is called movement. And again, your little public speaking acting lesson of the day. Thank you, Mr. Nasworth from Cumberland College. So, I'm a libertarian. I'm a conservative libertarian. And I'm telling you how I think in a rant. Because I'm putting my shoes and socks on, and Michael Savage says a lot of stuff about his Jewish religion. Well, I agree with him about his Jewish heritage. Billy Bob, not to be rude, but I agree with you about your Southern Confederate heritage. I think it's important. Mr. Savage, with all due respect, I think your Jewish heritage is hugely important. Now, Cambo, me, right here, in the Midwest, thinks that my Christian heritage is important. And while I was putting on my shoes and socks and listening to Mr. Savage, as I had listened to Mr. Limbaugh and as I had listened to Mr. Hannity all week, I was reminded by my wife to shut it off. Why am I shutting off radio that I like? Why am I shutting off radio that I love? Why am I listening to stuff that makes me angry and more hateful? Well, really, it's because I believe them. But I'm part of the radical middle. What's the radical middle? What the heck is Cambo talking about? Well, what I'm talking about, guys, is voting on God's ways. And I'm not talking about the crap of abortion. I'm tired of hearing about abortion. Look, no one wants to kill babies. No one wants to do that. Almost all of us in the world, are in agreement that nobody wants to kill babies. Okay? But that's the female's choice. Don't get political, Cambo. Do not get political. I'm not trying to get political, guys. What I'm saying is, my God is love. My God cares about you and me. My God does not produce the crap that's in this world, the hatred that's in this world. My God doesn't believe in black and white. Even though my brain says that my heritage is good, that I'm a southern little hillbilly farm boy American, that's bullshit. Not if God is who I think he is. And that doesn't give me power for thinking my God's right and your God's wrong. I'm saying God cares about every stinking one of us. And if we're wasting energy saying he only cares about black lives, or we're wasting energy saying he only cares about all lives, or if he cares about fat old dudes' lives as well, or if he cares about this, or if he cares about that, we're wasting time anyway. Guys, there ain't no way I'm going to heaven if my God's right. And my God is somebody who I say, me, Campbell, I say, my God is not somebody that's going to damn some billion peoples to hell because they don't believe in one person. My God's love. And I'm going to share that in eternity with somebody. His name might be Muhammad. Whoa, Christian, shock alert. I don't normally get on here and rant. Mr. Savage, with all due respect, thank you. Thank you, Michael Savage, for inspiring me to know that, yes, fat old white men have value. Black young men have value. And my God, whether it's your God, whether it's anybody else's God, has value, or feels and sees value in each and every one of us. God that I believe in had a son. And that son passed stories down. He passed stories down from generation to generation to generation about why he existed. I can sit here and I can argue with you all day about whether that person didn't exist for your local Jew, or whether that person was Muhammad for your local Islam, or whether that person was Christ for your local Christian. And let me just say, I understand completely right here in front of the world on YouTube that there are Christians all over the world going, Cambo, get the heck off of YouTube. But I've never been able to believe in a God that doesn't love us, that didn't create all of that for us. Man, he wants me to do better. He wants me to do better with my addictions, which I have many of. He wants me to do better about talking to you and using stories. He even gave me talent and skills to come on here and speak to you, which barely anybody else believes in my talents. And I believe there's other people out there who have the same talents. God created us to create, man. We are storytellers created to tell stories. We share those around a fire pit like the Greeks and Romans, and years before that, to teach our ancestors what happened in our lives. Why? Because we want it to help another. We want it to help the next generation. We want other people to hear our stories. Everybody wants other people to hear our stories. You have the opportunity right here with me to share your story. I want to hear it. I want to tell it. I want to pass it on. Not because I like your story, but because your story can help others. Guys, go ahead and subscribe down below, even though I don't give a crap whether you do or don't, because I want this to grow organically and not through some subscribe here, YouTube monetization ad kind of miscellaneous malarkey. Which, by the way, I am going to name my podcast here eventually, Miscellaneous Malarkey. I love it. That's because my favorite uncle, like everybody has one, my favorite uncle used to use the term miscellaneous bullshit. He'd send me cassette tapes when I was on the road touring with a theater company. He'd send me cassette tapes that said, "Hey, Cambo," about said my real name. "Hey, Cambo, this is my tape to you of miscellaneous bullshit." And he's right. So I'm going to name my podcast Miscellaneous Malarkey. And how we got on that subject, folks, is easy. It's easy. I heard a good pastor, thank you, John, say one time, "Why can't we just love?" Folks out there, listen to me. I'm not a pastor, but I have a question, and I think it's the same question posed in every video ever placed on YouTube. Why can't we just love? I'm Cambo. I'm out of here.